became an entrepreneur when I was 33. It was a big chasm to cross. I loved employment, but I knew I had to get a sense of leading my life the way I needed to lead it. I needed to have control over my values, the impact I wanted to have. I also needed to have control over my own time. That was very important. When I became a mummy and I ended up having 3 children in sort of a 4.5-year period, I needed to feel that I could achieve both. And I think it's possible to achieve both. I really do. I suppose one of my big messages to the world is this word love, which I started using in business when I was 19. And that was in 1983. And people used to laugh at me about it, but my whole belief that emotional wealth leads to financial wealth has been something that I've believed in for years. It's what motivated me to start the first community for business in the world, online, 4 years before LinkedIn, which is called ECADEMY. And I wanted to create a vibe inside a community where love was allowed. Because I think when you allow love, you allow the true values of people to come through and people relax. And again, that gap between our identity and our truth can get closed, because when we're in a space where we've got permission to be ourselves, and I think most people want to be in a loving environment. I think that community is just an extension of family. So family is really important to me, always has been. And then it was when I was part of my parents' family, and it was when I became a mum. And I'm very close to my siblings, I'm very close to my parents, and now I've built a very strong family with my husband and my children. And I don't want to say that in a smug way, but I've worked hard at that. And then, so in 1997, I came up with this idea when we had MySpace and we had Friends Reunited. In the UK, certainly, that's what we witnessed in terms of online communities. And I said to my husband in February 97, there should be one for business people, because the world is going to become more fragmented through the internet, more isolated, but at the same time, there's this massive opportunity if we connect one another. And our strapline was first, friendship first, commerce second, and we built this very warm community across the world. From a technical standpoint, it wasn't taught to me as this is what tech can do to impact the world positively. And the only reason I've stayed in the STEM world all my life, which if I went back and met my IT teacher, they would be stunned that you were given an OBE for your impact in the technology industry. They would find that stunning. What I hooked onto, particularly as a woman maybe, but I think increasingly for everyone, is not what the tech can do, it's the impact the tech can have. So if I look at my business, fortunately, I'm not scared of tech. It doesn't mean to say I love having to learn tech. I don't think there are many people that go, oh, goody, there's something else I have to learn. It's something we have to prepare ourselves for, put time aside, and discipline ourselves to keep relevant. I have 3 core messages. Each one on their own right is a big subject. The first one is about connecting. We need to have our brand inside this world, our impact known. We need to build trust and engagement at our own level, whether you are working in a large company or you're running your self-employed business. The second one is digital skills. If we don't take personal responsibility for staying relevant, we're going to be challenged. The third one, which is very close to my heart, is being mentally fit. So I've been on my own journey around this subject and wrote my book, Business is Personal, because I had discovered that as I matured, as I got more embedded into the world of entrepreneurship and being a leader, whether you're a leader in an organization or you're a leader as an entrepreneur, I discovered that there was aspects of my personality and my character that I wasn't respecting, and had caused me to get anxiety and had caused me to become very overwhelmed. And unless we take responsibility for ourselves and how we show up in the world and our own mental fitness, we will stumble.